It sure is quiet out here in the desert, Champy. Bet there isn't anybody else around for miles.
I'm a cowboy. Like, seriously, why don't they just take the crown off, put a cowboy hat on? Maybe drop the sweater that says Champy right across the chest. I mean, I'm no marketing executive genius, but and sure it was the 50s, but my God, you see how horrible that camera quality is? It's a 1950s television set. You could hot glue that crown back onto his head 800 times, switch between a cowboy hat and that 800 times, and you would never notice the hot glue. It would look like his hair. So then the rest of the thing plays out like a low-budget Wile E. Coyote cartoon, and then our boy Champy the lion, Champy the champion lion of the Champ brand of cereal, Wheaties Champ, says this just gem of a line, very very questionable if I were to add an adjective to it.
Why, hello. I was only going to invite him to have some Wheaties with us. He needs Wheaties. You see, good, nourishing wheat is the most popular cereal grain in all America.
Yes, Champy, and McDonald's is the most popular restaurant in all of America. Your point is?
Do you know why they call me Champy? Well, Champy is short for champion, but they didn't always call me that. I used to be a skinny, meek little run-of-the-mill lion. Couldn't do anything, no muscles. And then I learned that good, nourishing wheat is the most popular cereal grain in all America.
And then he says it again. He says the thing. What are you doing? Is 1950s America like, I guess if it's the most popular grain, then it's gotta be good, you know? If my neighbor's jumping off a cliff, we're all jumping off a cliff. Like, this is the stuff that your parents say. Were people in the 1950s this dumb? Is this marketing work? You know what? I'm convinced this lion's just like a frat boy. Just like the kind of guy that you don't want to hang around with. You know, you take that warmth out of his voice, and then all of a sudden he becomes a pure like Wheaties elitist douchebag, you know? I used to be a skinny, meek, run-of-the-mill lion like you. I had no muscle, couldn't do anything at all. And then I learned that the gym is the most popular place in all of America. Psych, no it isn't. It's not the most popular place in all of America. You know why it is? Because the gym is the place that you go to become a champion. And people can't handle that. No, I'm just kidding. I only go there to smash that pussy, you know what I mean? Sorry for that last joke, guys. You know, I know it's kind of a dead meme, but, you know, it just really felt like I had to do it to him.
Yes, Mr. Lafoot, this is the crunchiest mixture ever made.
Good. Hello, Captain Crunch.
Ow!
I, Jean Lafoot, challenge you to a crunching contest.
But Lafoot, nothing's crunchier than Captain Crunch cereal. What can possibly match it?
My own cereal, Foot Seeds.
All right, gentlemen, take 3 paces, turn, and crunch. 1, 2, 3, turn. The winner is Captain Crunch cereal.
Yay! And this stuff tastes awful.
It is crunchy, though.
What's it made of?
Eggshells, celery sticks, and just a pinch of blackboard chalk.
Sorry, Lafoot.
What I can't stand is this crunchier than thou attitude.
Get Captain Crunch cereal from Quaker.
So, first of all, the commercial starts moving in at a breakneck pace. And I mean, can you blame them? It's a masterpiece. It's a victim of its medium, really. I mean, could you imagine if they had another, 15 seconds to tell this thing? I mean, imagine what they could get done with that. But, you know, I think I could probably tell this story in 15 seconds. Science. Give me that. My crunch is crunchier. Nothing is crunchier than my crunch. I'm Captain and I've prepared this impartial panel of judges. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And now we'll see what they think of mine, Crunch, crunch, crunch. I've beaten you because no one out crunches the crunch of Captain Crunch's Crunchy Crunch Crunchios. Crunch? remember me and how I'm here for like no reason? I didn't get any explanation because we're already over our 15-second time limit. Well, I can't stand is crunchier than crunch, crunch, crunch. So before we start this next segment, I just wanted to point out that all of the footage that I get from this Cookie Crisp part came from a YouTube video, and that YouTube video just happens to be on YouTube Kids, which seems a little suspect to me. I mean, aren't we supposed to not be advertising to kids? Isn't that the whole COPPA thing that everybody was upset about like 6 months ago? I mean, I don't think that HICA Rate 4 is getting a check in the mail from Cookie Crisp every month, but it still seems a little suspicious, you know? They're a little weird. Why are we repackaging advertisements as kids content? That doesn't make any sense. Just me? No? Any? All right, roll clip.
Here's new Cookie Crisp cereal you can try.
Your kids have probably seen this commercial. It's for a new cereal called Cookie Crisp. Looks and tastes like crisp little cookies. Well, what makes Cookie Crisp cereal part of a good breakfast? The answer is here. Cookie Crisp is fortified with 8 vitamins plus iron. It's part of a complete breakfast that's good for kids.
Said the paid actress.
And I wouldn't let them eat it if it weren't.
Said the paid actress.
Chocolate chip and vanilla wafer flavor, too. New from Checkerboard Square.
Wake up, campers! Time for breakfast!
Got it, Mom!
You can't have cookies for breakfast!
But you can have Cookie Crisp! You can have that crunchy cookie taste with lots of chocolatey chips!
Hey, it looks like little chocolate chip cookies!
That stay crispy in milk!
It's part of a complete breakfast, so just remember this! No, you can't have cookies for breakfast.
But you can have Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp cereal. You can have Cookie Crisp.
So the marketing strategy for this basically boils down to just eat cookies. Like, are you stupid? Like, listen, man. We've done a lot of market research, and it's just eat. Why would you eat bran flakes if you could have cookies for breakfast? You dumb child. Just eat cookies. Cookies for... It's cookies, dude. It's cookies. We're having a hard time because the parents, they're catching on to the fact that it's cookies, okay? And I need you, as children, to demand cookies for breakfast. Is it that hard? Is it that hard, man? I'm losing my mind over here. I don't know how much longer I'll last at this job. It's gonna become daddy kid daycare here any day if we don't fucking figure this shit out. So did you notice that it's a wizard and not a dog? That's right. Their mascot used to be a wizard. and his name is Jarvis. Jarvis the wizard. It's not a dumb name at all. His name is Jarvis. He'll be your server this evening. The special is cookies, and the obesity and deceit a la carte is to die for.
Look onto our Cookie Crisp. It's the Cookie Crisp.
Just checking the traffic.
Cookie Cook, this scheme to get Cookie Crisp isn't taking off.
Who can blame me? It looks like little chocolate chip cookies.
But Cookie Crisp cereal stays crispy in milk, and it's part of this complete breakfast. Well, Cookie Cook, it's time you started a new career.
Yeah, this one's definitely winding down.
If you like cookies, you'll love Cookie Crisp.
Okay, so he's a policeman now, and a Scottish policeman, no less. And I mean, I look at the Cookie Cook now. It looks like he's had one too many bowls of Cookie Crisp cereal, if you know what I'm saying. You know, you already eaten all that. Oh, what? You don't get it? It's because he looks like dry-ass cookie cereal. Like, his face is disgusting. I don't know if that's the artifacting or what, but like, something's wrong there. That guy's got like a skin condition, or I mean, honestly, I'm probably being insensitive by saying he looks like dry-ass cookie cereal.
And it's part of this complete breakfast.
Okay, wait. Let me stop you right there. If I want to have a complete breakfast, I'm gonna have to have more than just cookies? I gotta drink a whole glass of milk and a whole glass of orange juice and a bunch of toast and butter and whatever the fuck is in that bowl. What is in that bowl? It looks like syrup or maybe bad applesauce. Mister, I think this advertisement may be misleading. I thought this was a balanced breakfast, but it turns out it's only part of a balanced breakfast, and I have to eat more than cereal for breakfast.
Cookie Crisp cereal, my favorite breakfast.
Get ready, Chip. Okay, boss.
Morning.
No! Alright, so right off the bat, our hero, the policeman, gets distracted by Dadass, giving these two fucking misfits the opportunity to just swipe in there and steal a guy's shopping cart, which, by the way, is full of Cookie Crisp cereal. They couldn't put anything else in that cart. You can't buy a banana or some fruits. Maybe that orange juice that they wanted you to drink with the breakfast, or the rancid applesauce. I mean, to be honest, they could put milk in the cart with the cereal because it's required to eat the cereal because it's disgusting dry. It is so dry, it's horrible. You have to have milk to drink. Why not throw a gallon of friggin' milk in there instead of having a shopping cart with 800 boxes of Cookie Crisp cereal? It doesn't make any sense.
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie?
Cookie Crisp.
Yep, that's, you heard it right. That freak of nature turns into the good old Chip the Wolf that we all know and love.
Nobody gets away with my Cookie Crisp.
Yes!
Another opening such case. Now for some Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp Mega Mixer, mixing up lots and lots of little chocolate chip cookie cereal. That's more for us. Just don't say Cookie Crisp. What are you two mixed up in nonsense?
Have you guys noticed that the bad guys always catch themselves? I mean, where did this guy go to police academy? A comedy school? So, in accordance with the person's Costanza rights, do you mean Miranda? No, son, I did not mean Miranda. Do you think I'm joking around here? Well, alright, fair enough. Anyways, moving on. If the arrest does not end in a punchline, we are legally required to let that suspect go. Can anyone tell me why that is? Well, is it to highlight the cartoonish joke that is the American justice system? Exactly, rookie. And you might just have the gumption to pass a test that all of us have to take before we're able to become officers of the law. Well, I barely passed it. So before we start this next clip, I want to play a little game with you guys. No, not for any particular reason. It's not going to be, you know, a point to it later on. But just as you watch this next clip, just think about what it reminds you of. What television show, particularly, this next advertisement reminds you of. And then later we'll discuss our answers to see what we think. Just for fun, you know?
Ugh, waiting.
Waiting. Hey man, what are you doing? Waiting. Hello, can you even hear me? Waiting. Okay, cool, man, you do you. Waiting!
Ugh, waiting.
What you waiting for, kid?
Saturday?
The wait is over! 50% more cocoa! I taste the cocoa!
Cocoa Puffs!
Fasten your seatbelts!
Unleash the taste of Saturday with Cocoa Puffs! Now with 50% more cocoa, part of a good breakfast.
Okay, so that hurt me physically, as I'm sure it did you. But listen, my friends, we gotta focus here, because this right here is the smoking gun, okay? You see what this is? Those are the original mascots, not the updated weird-ass version from this commercial. So either they used the wrong box art on all 3 boxes of cereal, or they weren't actually updating the mascots. This advertisement is the only time they did this, with a maybe. So now it's time for you to tell the class exactly what show this reminded you of from earlier. Sorry, Jimmy, but I just straight up can't hear you when you mumble like that. But if you said Adventure Time, Amazing World of Gumball, or most particularly, Regular Show, then you are correct. You're less correct if you said Gumball, but you're still correct. Unlike those shows, which may have had a little bit of a rough exterior, on the inside they had a lot of heart and soul. But General Mills thought that being obnoxious is what children liked about these shows. And so they made this abomination, which at the end of the day is best case scenario tone deaf and worst case scenario, borderline manipulative. And, you know, you may say I'm going a little bit too far, but if you don't believe me, let me tell you a story from my wait, okay, it wasn't actually my childhood. I'm gonna have to call up my, I'm gonna have to call up my uncle. Give me a second. Yeah? Hey, Uncle Dale. Yeah, do you think that you could... No, Dale, let me... Dale! Okay, Uncle Dale. Do you think that you could read that story from when you were little to me, just on camera, so I can... Oh, okay. Alright. Talk to you later. My nephew asked me to read this here book to you, so I'm gonna get started on it. The story is called The Teacher and the King. Way back in the year of our Lord, 1984, the king was pacing in front of his throne. He called out to consorts and things and stated loudly, "The jester in charge of the Mick Kingdom is going to drive us into the ground if we do not keep on the treadmill that is the public conscience," he said, all fancy-like. "What we need is an advertisement so powerful that we could not possibly be forgotten." At this point, one of the pages spoke up and said, "Sire, there is a newcomer to our land, a teacher. He talks very particularly. He shouldn't be too hard to parody his style and make fun of the Mick Kingdom." The king pondered this, and after a while he spoke up. "Yes, this is agreeable. Go use whatever you have to get this done." So they did just that, and what they used was $150,000 to make it happen. Well, not dollars, like gold pieces or something, I don't know. What they made is this. I could describe it, but words could not do it justice.
Burger King presents Mr. Rodney.
Hi, neighbors. Today's new word is something McDonald's does to every burger. Let's call it McFrying. Can you say that? McFrying. That's a word with zip. Now here's a question for you. If so many people preferred sizzling, hot, flame broiling like at Burger King, why is McDonald's still McFrying? That's one even Mr. Rodney can't answer.
So upon seeing his subject's work, he smiled and reclined in his throne. The next day, the teacher arrived on the majestic stoop of the king's castle and demanded, actually, more like politely requested, an audience with the king. The king allowed the man to enter the throne room. The teacher began, "I have never done a commercial. I haven't even done public television auctions," he said. "When I saw it, of course, I felt that it needed to come off the air right away because of the way I feel about the host of a children's television series making any sort of commercials at all. Kids trust me, and I don't want in any way to misuse that trust," he said. "Our intention was not to confuse the boys and girls in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood," said the king. "You are concerned that the boys and girls would think that Mr. Rogers or someone living in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood was plugging Burger King hamburgers. Fine. Even with my infinite hatred of the Mick Kingdom, I can recognize an injustice. From this day forward, I will no longer play this ad." And the king, standing up to move back to his chambers. "You know," said the teacher, "what makes you so very special in this world is not who you are, better or worse than. What makes you special is just your being you, and I like you just the way you are." The king paused and began to speak. But when he turned around, the teacher had gone. The king whispered to himself, "Thank you," and as he climbed the first few steps to his chambers, he felt strangely happy. Oh, so that's a story. I think the message is something about never be afraid to try new things unless it's crystal meth, because that one will just fuck you up. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm supposed to send it back at this point, right, Lisa? Lisa! I'm supposed to send it back to him. How do I send it? How do I stop the video? I just gotta on the video recording machine on the video box. Damn it! Oh God, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, Lisa. But the video box don't have no buttons. It's just one of those gadgets. I don't know what the hell is. What you're saying? Wow. Thanks, Uncle Dale. Dear God. So the moral of the story is that puppeteering another better work's skin in order to sell your product is just, it's just not okay. You know, just don't do that. You know, take a page out of Fruit Loops' book, you know? They make an ad that has your own story, your own brand identity, and that inspires a sense of fun and wonder in children, rather than just pandering to their lowest possible sensibilities, you know? And with that, if you'll excuse me, I've got some fruity treasure to track down. See you guys next time.
The map's inside that scary dark island.
Wait for me, boys.
Oh, this door needs a key.
Looks like Fruit Loops might fit.
It's an elevator.
Up we go.
Whoa, the map.
And dark treasure.
They smell delicious.
Whoa! I say, purple and blue swirls.
A fruity tasting part of this balanced breakfast. New Dark Berry Fruit Loop cereal.
Boy, they're yummy.
And to think you used to be afraid of the dark.